What up, y'all? So we're doing it. We're doing the ride or die tag. How many months have I said I was going to do this damn thing? Literally, how many months? Probably like 2 months now. For 2 months, I've been saying, I'm going to film the ride or die tag. I'm going to film the ride or die tag. And I never did it, but now I'm doing it. So, if you don't know what the ride or die tag is, it was started by Jaclyn Hill. Months ago, it was started by Jaclyn Hill, probably like 3, maybe even 4 months ago, something like that. So I'm probably like the last fucking person on YouTube to do this tag, but it's alright. We're doing it now, right? That's all that matters. Isn't that all that matters? It is. If you don't know what it is, it's basically just like your holy grail shit. Like all the stuff that you go back to on a daily basis, or all the stuff where, you know, if you feel like your makeup's not looking right or something like that, it's all the stuff like foundation, for instance. You know, if none of the foundations that you've been trying lately are looking right on your face, there's that one foundation that you always go back to and it always looks bomb on you. It's kind of like that. But I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. It's your holy grail products. It's the shit that you use every day. That's what I took it as. Anyways, so let's get into it. I'll quit talking because y'all know Spish likes to talk and sometimes talk a little bit too much. So first things first, primer. If you guys watch me, you know, I don't really get down with primers. When I had oily skin, BT dubs, if you know me and you watch my channel, you know that my skin is like hella oily. I'm a total grease ball, but as of late, I've been trying like some new acne things and they've really been drying my skin out, and especially with winter coming, like my skin gets hella fucking dry in the winter. Last winter, it was just like a grease ball all winter, but this winter, it's like drying out, and I think it's because of the acne stuff. So I haven't really been using mattifying primers, but when I was oily, my favorite mattifying primer that I used all the time, ride or die, holy grail, was the Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizer in Skin Equalizer in the matte version. This stuff is so good. It is not... If you've been with me for a really long time, then you know that I used to not get down with like silicone primers because they just like did not sit on my face right and they just felt weird, and like I just didn't get down with them. I didn't like silicone primers, and to this day I really don't care for silicone primers. Like I use them every once in a great while, but as of late I haven't been using any primers to BH. But anyways, the the Makeup Forever Step 1 mattifier is like amazing. I usually get oily like right here and my concealer would break down, and always right here, which sucks because as you guys know, like my under eyes look like the under eyes of a fucking 90-year-old woman, and they're super dry and crepey right here, but right here I get so insanely oily, especially during summertime. And this is the only product throughout the summer that would like hold my concealer on all day. Like even if I was outside or I was sweating or whatever, it was the only product that would hold my concealer on all day. So Step 1 mattifying primer, Makeup Forever, boom shakalaka. As you can tell, it's a fave. BT dubs, I'm just going to throw out there too that you guys can really tell that these are my holy grail products because 99% of these products are beat to fuck. Like they're actually used. I've watched like quite a few videos back like when this tag first went around, and I'm like, how is that a fucking holy grail? It doesn't even look like you touched it. But as far as mine goes, yeah, girl, they're a little beat up. So pre-warning, grossness about to happen. Here we go. Next up's foundation. If you've been watching me as of late, you know that obviously the Smashbox Studioskin has been my holy grail. It's almost completely fucking empty at this point. I'm kind of scared to keep on using it because it's the only foundation I want to use ever. But the CoverGirl Atlas 3-in-1 Safe Fabulous is so good, you guys. I don't know why more people don't talk about this foundation. I've heard a couple of YouTubers say that they think that it is a dupe for the, what is it, Estee Lauder Double Wear. I think this is better than Double Wear. I'm not gonna lie, Double Wear is a little dry, a little bit cakey. If you are more mature, it can make your skin look a little dry and like dehydrated, but this one doesn't. It is a matte foundation, but if you put a hydrating primer underneath of it, the balance of the two is just like, whoa, like it's so good, and it's the one that I always go back to. The only reason why I haven't been using it lately is just because my skin's been on the drier side lately, but I'm probably going to start using this bitch again. It really does remind me of the Smashbox. So the Smashbox one says it's a hydrating foundation, but as I've told you guys before, I wore this when I was oily, like before I started using the acne medication that I'm using right now, and I was cool with that. It was fine. I didn't even have to put a mattifying primer on, so as long as I powdered it, it was cool. So foundation, 3-in-1 CoverGirl Smashbox Studioskin, let's continue. Okay, so I just got a phone call from Tim, and I just wanted to mention this really quick before we continue on. Gatlinburg, the fires that have been going on to Gatlinburg, I just wanted to say that my heart goes out to you guys, because this just reminded me, like when Tim called me, because he told me that one of the restaurants that we ate at when we were there on vacation burnt down. And I know, like, when I did my vlogs for Gatlinburg, there were a lot of you guys that said that you were from that area and that you lived in that area, or you vacationed in that area, or you own cabins or condos or whatever in that area. So I just wanted to stop this whole, like, ride or die thing, because it's completely meaningless compared to, like, what's going on with you guys, and my heart goes out to you guys. We've been kind of following it, and he kind of gave me an update, and it just reminded me of that. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. Now I feel like, oh my god, can I even go on with this video, because it seems like so meaningless compared to like what you guys are going through, you know what I mean? But I know a lot of you guys tell me on a daily basis, I get messages and comments and stuff like that from you guys saying that like my videos put you in a good mood, or if you have something bad going on such as that, or you know, if you have family members that are sick, or you're sick yourselves, that my videos like put you in a good mood, and that like seriously warms my heart. So I just wanted to put that out there, because I haven't really seen anybody talk about it, and I wish that bigger YouTubers would use their voice as a platform to help everybody out, because that's human nature. That's what we should be doing. We should be helping each other. Anyways, okay, so back to the tag. We just got done with foundation, correct? So next up is powder. As far as powder goes, since my skin's been a little bit on the drier side, I haven't really been using powder, to be honest. But when it comes to powder, like one of my favorite face powders, I'm not going to go into like translucent powders and stuff like that, because I don't really use them that often. Besides like the RCMA No Color, I just use it like right here. But even when I was oily, as far as face powders go, I wouldn't use like a ton of powder, even though I was oily, because I had my primer. So, but for more coverage, as of late, my acne's been really good lately, so I haven't really needed like a ton of coverage, and I haven't really been using the fullest of full coverage lately. Like I used to. Like I used to use full coverage foundation, and then I would set it with a full coverage powder, but I haven't really been doing that lately. But when I was doing that, my favorite freaking powder of all time is the Too Faced powder. The Cocoa Powder Foundation is so good, you guys, because it's not, and look, I'm almost done, and this is like my third or fourth one, I think it is. I love this so much because it's a powder foundation. I don't think it can be worn on its own because it doesn't have a lot of coverage, but I love the smell of it. Oh shit, I'm on a carb diet and it smells like chocolate. Oh my god, it smells so good. I probably got powder on my nose now. But anyways, I love this one because it doesn't have a shit ton of coverage. Just like the MAC MSF that used to be like my ride or die, but just because I don't have a MAC store near me, this is the next best thing, and this really reminds me of the MAC MSF. So if you're somebody that likes MAC MSF and you don't have a MAC near you, I know the MSF is probably cheaper because I think the MSF is 30 and this is like 34 or something. I don't know, but this is my holy grail as far as powders go, but I haven't really been using powders that much lately, but when I do, it's always this bitch right here. Alright, so next up I'll go to bronzer. As far as holy grail bronzers go, the first time I saw this bronzer and bought it, it was love at first swipe. I mean, this is like my aunt. Look at this. Look. Oh my god! And this is like my second one. So, and look how big this is. I mean, it's the size of my fucking head, and this is my second one, and I'm hitting can on this one. This bronzer, as of late, if you watch me, you know, like the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer is what I've been using lately. It's what I have on right now. I totally should have put the stuff from the Holy Grail thing onto my face, but I'm an asshole, and I totally didn't think about it. But anyways, this bronzer is so freaking awesome, you guys. There's a light, a medium, and a dark for all of my pasty pirates out there, all my little fair princesses, borderline albino bitches. The light one in this is literally the perfect matte bronzer for fair skin. Like, you guys know like how pasty I am, and I use medium in this, and it's like perfection. I use medium in this when I am like the whitest of white. Right now I still have like just a little bit of color on me from the summertime, but I use this during the winter and I freaking love it. It blends out so well. It doesn't smell like chocolate or coconuts or anything like that, but it's such a good bronzer, and I can't believe that nobody talks about this because of the fact that you get so fucking much bronzer for your money. Like, this is 0.53 ounces. This is almost a whole entire ounce. Let me see what another one is. Okay, so I was derailed. I was totally wrong. This is 0.53. Okay, normal, I thought it said 0.35, but it says 0.53. So this is almost double what a normal bronzer is. This is 0.53, and I just read on like half my bronzers that said 0.35, and I was like, what the fuck? There has to be more in here. It's so big. But anyways, this is 0.53, so it's almost double for like the same amount that you would get like a Too Faced bronzer or a Tarte bronzer or whatever for. And it's so good, you guys. It's so good. I can't believe nobody talks about this. Did I even say what it was? It's Stila Stay All Day bronzer. Contouring bronzer for face and body. I will say I can kind of contour with it. I can't like sculpt my cheeks out. When I sculpt my cheeks out, I have to use an ashy tone shadow. If you guys may or may not know, there's a Makeup Forever shadow that I use to actually like cut a bitch with, you know what I mean, like cut these cheeks with. But when it comes to bronzing, this is what I use. I can get away with contouring with this, but I don't like to contour with it, if that makes sense. So this one is fucking awesome. I think it's like 30 bucks or something, but it's so good. Still available, still good, light, medium, dark. It's so good. So it caters to a range of skin tones. That's why I like it too. Okay, since we're talking about bronzer, we might as well talk about blush. My all-time holy grail fucking blush of life is MAC Warm Soul. It's seriously a cross between this and Milani Luminoso, because Milani Luminoso is like, I think I've bought in like 5 of those, because I've used Milani Luminoso like since, Jesus Christ, since they first came out with it, probably like 10 years ago or some shit like that. But it's so pretty and so flattering, and as is this one. This one I haven't used a lot lately, just because I haven't really been using blush lately. Like, I feel like, Jesus Christ, do I even fucking like makeup? I mean, I'm like, I barely use this. I don't really use powder. I don't really use primer. I don't really use blush. Like, bitch, what the fuck do you use? Jesus, do you even like makeup? Yes, I do like makeup. But anyways, I just haven't been wearing as much lately. I guess I've just been into a more like natural look lately, like just a little bit of shadow on the eyes, lots of lashes, and you know, bronzer, highlight, and foundation, and that's it. So that's where that comes from. Anyways, I do like makeup, I swear. I'm gonna have a makeup channel if I didn't. Anyways, MAC Warm Soul blush is amazing. This is their original formula, so I do use it very sparingly, which is why I don't use it that much. I actually do have it on today. I don't use this that much because they changed their formula and it's very chunky and like glittery now, whereas this one is just like sheeny, you know what I mean? Like it just has like a sheen to it. So I really like this MAC Warm Soul. Continuing on. So since we were talking about blush, we might as well get into highlighters. My favorite highlighter as of late, so like my ride or die or whatever you want to call it, as of late has been this bitch right here. This is the MAC Nutcracker Sweet Peach Face Compact. The highlighter, I guess, is called Tutu. You guys, if you guys have not, it's really hard to open. If you guys have not like jumped on this yet, oh my god, I'm pretty sure they're still available. I think they're still available. Don't quote me because I don't really like look into that shit, even though I should probably. This I freaking love. Like, aside from this and the Bobbi Brown, my all-time favorite highlighter is the Mary Luminizer. This is a highlighter that I go back to time and time again. And the reason why I like the Sweet Peach one so much is because, if you'll notice, I told you guys it was really hard to get open. These are really, really similar in tone. So they're gold toned, but they're not like gold. So if you are a pasty pirate like myself, you know that gold highlighters like do not look good on our skin, girl. They just don't. And I feel like Mary Luminizer is one of the most flattering shades of highlighters on the market still. You guys know how old Mary Luminizer is. Like, this bitch is old, but it's almost like a gold champagne. There it is right there. So it's so universally flattering from the lightest of skin tones to the darkest of skin tones. I freaking love Mary Luminizer. I wish the Balm would take this formula and just come out with a slew of highlighters. That would be amazing, because it's one of my favorite formulas aside from like the gels. Like my second favorite highlighter formula. Okay, moving on. Next up is, I guess, concealer. If you've been with me for any extent of time, you know that I currently have been using a lot of different concealers. I never use the same concealer on the daily because I've been trying out all these concealers for the Concealer Smackdown, which BT Dubs, I will have another video or another installment, whatever you want to call it, coming up on that. But I've been just like trying a different concealer every fucking day. And I do like a lot of the concealers that are out on the market right now, but as far as ride or die holy grail goes, y'all know what's up. My freaking It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. I mean, look at this bitch. Look at it. This bitch has been to hell and back. Look at that shit. Y'all know I'm using it when it looks like this. It's almost completely empty. I'm so sad I'm going to have to go get another one. But I freaking love this. I kind of bounce between an NC15 and NC20 in MAC, and this highlights me, which is why I love it. It doesn't look like it's going to highlight you. Like if you're fair and you go swatch it and you see it on your hand and you're like, no, that's not going to do anything for me. I promise you, once you get it home and put it on your face, like go get a sample of it. Once you get it home and put it on your face, it actually does highlight. Once it's blended out, it gets a lot brighter than what it does when, you know, you like put it on your hand. I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but it does. And I love it. It's very hydrating. As I previously stated, I have the under eyes of a 90-year-old woman. So when it comes to concealers, I need something that's very hydrating, not drying at all. I find that a lot of concealers throughout the day, even though they look really, really good for like the first hour or two, at the end of the day, like I look so fucking creepy, like right in this area, kind of like what I'm looking like right now. So concealer, Bye Bye Under Eyes, It Cosmetics, love. All right, so moving on the list, before we get into all the eyeball stuff, I guess we will continue with setting sprays. As far as setting sprays go, my all-time favorite setting spray of life, of favoritism, is the Urban Decay All Nighter. This will like keep my makeup on all day long, especially for work days when I'm sweating and moving around and stuff like that. This stuff is amazing. You can tell I use it because it's filthy as fuck. I hate the packaging because it's like that NARS shit that everything sticks to, and then I look like a skanky bitch because I have fucking, my all-nighter spray is filthy. Okay, now onto the eyes. I've only got a couple of things left. What will I start with? First thing I'm going to start with is eyeshadows. So in Jacqueline's, I think she just said eyeshadow palette. And for me, like there's a couple of palettes that are like my ride or die palettes. There's quite a few of them that are my ride or die palettes. The Modern Renaissance palette, namely being one because I use that motherfucker all the time. The Lorac Mega Pro 3 being one because I use that motherfucker all the time. But if I had to go back and think of my all-time favorite palette and a palette that I use, sorry, Hoyt's in here if my camera starts shaking. Could you not? No, he's down here chewing on something. Hold on. Anyways, when I go back and think about like the palette that's like my all-time favorite and the one, if I had to think of a palette for, like if I didn't know what to do with my makeup, okay, let me start this over. This is the palette that I grab for because there are a few looks in particular that if I don't know what I'm doing, these are the looks that I do. And it's the Amrezy palette. I mean, look at this shit. Look, this bitch is beat up, girl. Beat up. It is so beat up. I mean, look at this shit. This is like beat to hell. The only one I've hit pan on so far is Morocco, which is like one of my all-time favorite shades. It's so pretty. But I just feel like out of all the Anastasia palettes, like this palette is just one of those palettes that you can just use this palette. As far as any other palette goes, aside from that, is my Makeup Geek palette, and it's because these are all my shadows. These are all of like my favorite shadows that I pick. I've hit pan on a ton of these shadows. I love Makeup Geek shadows. I love the formula of them. The price is good. The formula is good. Like these are just bomb. I will always and forever be a fan of Makeup Geek, and these are the old formulation and they're still fucking really good in some of my favorite shadows. The new formulation is even better than this. I don't even know why they reformulated it because at first I was like, how could you even get better than that? I thought it was going to be crap, but it's even better and I don't even know how. Like her shadows are amazing. Makeup Geek, if you haven't tried them yet, you guys should totally try them. They're only like $5 a shadow. They're really, really good. You don't have to use like a Z palette. You can just like Google how to make your own makeshift Z palette if you don't want to spend money on a Z palette. But definitely Amrezy And my Makeup Geek shadows are my all-time like ride or dies. So next up for eyes is, I guess I'll just move on to mascara. My all-time favorite mascara is the mascara that I'm wearing lately. Whenever I wear this mascara, I always get compliments on my lashes, especially when I'm wearing very minimal makeup and just this mascara. I always get compliments on my makeup, my lashes, whatever. And it is the L'Oreal Telescopic in Carbon Black. This mascara dough. This is literally one of the only mascaras that I've been using, if not the only mascara that I've been using for probably like the past 2 months. Every time I use this, I'm like, oh my god, I fucking love this mascara. And every time I use another mascara, I always end up going over top of it with this. It has like this really teeny tiny skinny brush, so it gets in there really well because I have hooded eyes and my eyes are on the smaller side, and like I got like all this chunk up around my eyes, you know what I mean? It's really hard for me to use like these dogs do. It's really hard for me to use like a big giant mascara brush because I end up getting it all over my fucking face. I get it all over my face anyways, but I'll really get it all over my face when the brush is really huge. And this one's just like this itty bitty skinny little brush, and I don't know what it is about it, but it seriously just like makes your lashes sky high. It doesn't give the most volume, I will say that. So if you're somebody that has, you know, pretty thin lashes to begin with, then it's not going to like add a bunch of volume to them. So if you're somebody that, you know, you like the look of more fuller lashes versus longer lashes, I would like skip out on this. But if you're somebody that likes the look of like long spidery lashes, kind of like what I got going on around here, I would definitely look into this. It's so good, you guys. Okay, continuing on with eyes, I think that's it besides eyebrows. So as far as eyebrows go, if you guys go back to any of my videos in the past year, I don't even know what fucking month it was that I got this in my BoxyCharm, but this is the Bodyography Essential Brow Trio. And the minute I got this and started using it, I was like, oh my god, I love it. I only use this color obviously because my brows are dark, but this just matches my brows so freaking well. As of lately, I've been doing like the whole soap brow thing, and I have been using the Anastasia Dip Brown in Ash Brown. But aside from like maybe my last 3 videos, every video for like the past, ever since I've had this, if you go back and look at my click down, every video has this in the click down. It's so good. I don't even know if you can freaking get this anymore. I don't know where it's available at. I guess just Google it maybe. I don't know. I'm not really good at that stuff. You guys know that. Like finding things or like being any type of fucking informational at all. I'm an asshole. But this, it's just my favorite. It's my favorite. If you like brow shadows, like this is awesome. I don't even know how much the damn thing is. Anyways, moving on to lips. Or no, I forgot something. Totally forgot lashes. So, if you follow me for any amount of time, you guys know that literally, basically the only fucking lashes that I wear are this. The Salon Perfect 615. Every video, every Snapchat, every time I wear these lashes, I have at the very least at least 2 of you guys asking me what lashes I'm wearing, and it is always these. The reason why I love these so much is because they are longer in the center and they're very, very separated. So when it comes to somebody who has hooded eyes, I feel like screw the mink lashes, screw all these fucking velour and this and that, because they're so thick and the band on them is so thick that it literally covers your eyelid. So for somebody like me that has hooded eyes, or if you guys out there have hooded eyes and you find that like those really thick dramatic lashes, the thing for me, like with dramatic lashes, is why did I sit here and spend a fucking half an hour doing my eye makeup if I'm just going to cover it up with lashes? If I'm going to wear dramatic lashes, I'm just going to put some color in the crease and call it a day. You know what I mean? Maybe just do up the lower lash line, because I don't see any point in like getting all crazy on your eyelid if you can't fucking see it because your lashes are so damn dramatic. Like, in order to wear dramatic lashes, you've really got to have like the right type of eye, like that almond shape, like really big, you know, basically Jaclyn Hill eye. That bitch can wear any set of lashes and make it look good. But as for us hoodies, it doesn't always work like that. So these are freaking amazing. The only thing that sucks is these are only available at Walmart. They're only available in store, and they are always fucking sold out. Always. Even like in this like piss poor little town that I live in, they're always fucking sold out. These are literally like the only lashes I wear constantly. I love them. Whenever I'm wearing lashes and you want to know what they are, they're always this Salon Perfect 615. Okay, now last up is lips. So as far as lips go, you guys know that I'm not a big lipstick person. I don't get down with liquid lips. I don't get down with like matte lips too often. Like my lipstick's pretty much coming off now. But when it comes to lips, again, like I don't get down with lipstick and I don't get down with this. Like, bitch, do you like makeup? Do you even like makeup? But I don't know, my makeup's just been like so simplified lately. It's crazy. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm changing. But when it comes to lipstick, my all-time favorite lipstick I don't have because I'm out of it. And when I went to rebuy it, instead of buying it, I bought this instead. So my all-time favorite lipstick of all time, I love a nude lip, is MAC Creme de Nude. If you've never tried MAC Creme de Nude, please go try it. If you are like NC30, NW30 or higher in MAC, then it's probably gonna look like really gross on you and like a little bit too nude. But as far as like my pasty girls go, the MAC Creme de Nude, which this is not that. This is Flesh Pot. This, let me put it on real quick since it's like coming off. So this is Flesh Pot. I went out and bought this instead of Creme de Nude. And as you can see, Flesh Pot is very nude, like concealer nude, but I love it. And then I top it with this Revlon gloss, which is also a ride or die. And this is what you're left with. I do like Creme de Nude a little bit better just because it's more flattering, because this is more of like, I don't know, like a fleshy nude. That's probably why it's called Flesh Pot. It is like on the pinkier nude side, and Creme de Nude is like a brownie nude, and it's a little bit more, what do I want to say? Like, I don't know. It's just a little bit more flattering. I'm so pissed that I went and bought Flesh Pot. I do like Flesh Pot, but I wish I would have got my Creme de Nude because I'm like completely out of it. I was scraping the shit out of the tube. I'm not even lying, because I love concealer nudes. I love it. I think it looks so pretty on pale skin, especially with like dark smoky eyes. I love it. So, not this one, but I don't even know why I showed this. Creme de Nude by MAC is my favorite lipstick. Let's just put it that way. When it comes to lip glosses, my two all-time favorite lip glosses are the Butter Gloss by NYX and Creme Brulee, and then the Revlon Color Burst in Bellini. I don't think this one's available anymore. I'm not really sure, but these are just what I've been doing lately as of late. Let me do it right now so you guys can see, because so many of you guys have been asking me what's on my lips, like not just in Snapchat, but in videos too. Let me put it on. Hold on. Let me put it on real quick. I'm going to wipe this off and then I'm going to put this on and show you guys what I do. Okay, so what I will do is I will take my Sweet Peach highlighter, okay, and this brush, and then I highlight up here on my cupid toe. I do this, and then I will highlight my bottom lip like this. Okay, stay with me. Stay with me. I did this in my last video too, I think. And then I would take my Creme Brulee Butter Gloss by NYX, and that's what you're left with. Like this really pretty, shiny, like makes your lips look like you've had fillers. When I wear this, I had a couple of you guys ask me on Snapchat if I got lip fillers. I was like, nah, girl, I just got highlighter on my lips, that's all. But anyways, these are amazing. This one is really similar to this one. I don't know if you guys are going to see it just because they are so sheer, because they're like nude glosses. But let me try to do swatches of them and show you guys. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that, but this one's Creme Brulee and then this one's Bellini. Bellini's like a really peachy, orange tone, peachy tone one. And then this one's more of a pink tone, but when it's on the lips, it's a lot lighter. So pretty, so flattering. So making your lips look big and juicy. I freaking love them, and I think that is it. That's it for my ride or die tag. Jesus, this video is probably like an hour long. I got interrupted like 18 times. Anyways, what are some of your guys' ride or die products? Let a bitch know down in the comments. You guys know I love talking to you in the comment section. I do. Again, I just want to reiterate, my heart goes out to all you guys in Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Sevierville or Sevierville, I'm not sure like how it's pronounced, and all the surrounding areas in Tennessee. I hope you guys find relief and find somewhere warm and safe to stay. I hope you get all the accoutrements that you need to continue on. I hope you guys are doing okay. Let me know in the comments if any of you guys have been affected by the fire. If you're doing okay, just let me know you're good, girl. Let me know you're good. to make myself feel better. Anyways, that is it. That's what's up. That's the Ride or Die tag. Those are my Ride or Die products. I finally got this motherfucker filmed after like 8 months. I'm the last one in the world to film it. So that's it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna end this video right here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you're not. Follow me on all my social media here, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Peace.